On paper, this game should have been an absolute blowout. You had the Philadelphia 76ers, a team in a complete nosedive, walking into Minnesota to face a really tough opponent. But what happened next? Well, it's a perfect reminder that the game is never ever decided before the opening tip. So, how in the world did this happen? Let's get into it. So, this was the state of the Sixers coming into this game. A 4-game losing streak. And we're not talking about nail-biters here. We are talking demoralizing, double-digit blowouts every single night. The team was just reeling. And as if that wasn't bad enough, they were heading into this fight with a massive hole in their lineup. Their superstar, their MVP candidate, Joel Embiid, was out. Losing a player of that caliber is just a devastating blow for any team. So you've got no momentum, no superstar. All signs pointed to another very, very long night for Philly. Okay, so to really get just how big this win was, we've got to set the scene properly. We need to understand just how dire the situation was for Philadelphia. They weren't just underdogs. They were a team that was completely on the ropes. Let's just stack it all up. You've got that 4-game skid with every single loss by double digits. Your best player, Joel Embiid, is on the bench with a sore shin. And to top it all off, they're playing on the second night of a back-to-back, fresh off getting beat down the night before. Literally every single sign was pointing towards another disaster. But then, something just shifted. The Sixers didn't just fight back. They completely rewrote the entire script with a truly historic performance from long range. This is where the whole game turned on its head.
21. That's the number. That's how many three-pointers the 76ers drained against the Timberwolves. It was an absolute barrage, a total downpour from downtown that Minnesota just had no answer for. A complete team-wide explosion.
And leading the charge was VJ Edgecombe, who just had a career night. He knocked down a staggering 6 three-pointers all by himself. Every single time he let it fly, you just had that feeling it was going in. And he wasn't alone. Quentin Grimes was right there with him, adding 5 threes of his own. When you have multiple players getting that hot from behind the arc, a team becomes almost impossible to defend.
And this wasn't just empty stats. This incredible shooting gave them complete control of the game. They went on a blistering 10-2 run to end the first quarter, and that gave them a lead they would never, ever give back. From that point on, they were in the driver's seat. Now look, the three-point shooting was a total team effort, right? But one guy truly put this team on his shoulders. With Embiid out, Tyrese Maxey delivered an absolute masterclass. He stepped up and became the leader they desperately needed. 39 points. Maxey was simply unstoppable. He was attacking the rim, he was hitting from mid-range, he was draining his own threes. He was just the engine for this entire offense. An incredible performance. But he wasn't just scoring. Maxey was also the floor general, dishing out 8 assists. He completely controlled the flow of the game, creating opportunities for his teammates and making everyone around him a bigger threat. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. The official recap from the Associated Press put it perfectly. They highlighted how Maxey's 39 points and 8 assists were the direct reason they snapped that brutal losing streak. It was a superstar performance, plain and simple. Okay, now to be fair and to give you the full picture here, we have to look at who wasn't on the court. Because while the Sixers were missing their big star, the Timberwolves were also significantly shorthanded. So while Philadelphia was without Embiid, you gotta look at the other side. The Timberwolves were also missing critical pieces in their front court. Both Reid and their defensive anchor, Rudy Gobert, were out of the lineup. And you just can't overstate how huge Gobert's absence was. We're talking about the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year here. His presence in the paint completely changes how a team attacks. Without him protecting the rim, the lane was just wide open for the Sixers, and that completely changed Minnesota's entire defensive identity. So let's put it all together. What does a win like this, under these exact circumstances, actually mean for a team that was in a total freefall? The contrast here is just stunning. The team went from losing every single game by double digits to coming out and winning by a dominant 27 points on the road. This is the kind of win that can completely reset a team's confidence and maybe, just maybe, its entire season. And here's the tangible result. The win moves the Sixers to 31 wins and 26 losses. It's such a crucial tick in the win column that stops the bleeding and keeps them right there in the playoff picture in the East. So that leaves us with the big question, right? One game is just one game, but a win this improbable, this dominant, and this absolutely necessary,
Could it be something more? Was this the moment the Philadelphia 76ers turned a potential disaster of a season back around? I guess only time will tell.